If you're looking for overall exfoliation or are going for dark spots, or maybe you're tackling blackheads, you are going to love a microdermabrasion machine. Now, I have never tested microdermabrasion at home, and I was just gifted this microdermabrasion machine. Now, when I got it, it all came apart, so I had to put it together. Basically, you just screw this top piece onto the main machine, and then you have all of your pieces. Along the side, you have various handles, and these are very easy to add right onto the piping. You just twist the bottom to loosen it, and then you just pull it right off. It is a little tight of a connection, and then once you have it off, you can put on whichever other handle you want. So really simple there. And then on the top, all you're going to do is add a little white filter. It's already in there, but you get a whole bunch of these white filters, and then you add whichever tip you want. And all these are diamond microabrasion tips at different levels. So I'm using the D160 right here, and this one is designed more for body parts. And then a few of these are designed for eye and nose, very sensitive areas. And then the other ones are designed for your face. So you can pick which one's best for you. And the manual walks you through all of this. And it has a great little image to show where on your face to use different ones, where on your body, how to use it. So I'm gonna go back to using the tip that I already had in there, because I'm gonna test this first on my body. I'm not yet ready to test on my face, not because I'm concerned really, but because I do a lot of microneedling, so my face is extra sensitive in general, and I try not to do anything else abrasive or exfoliating to it. If I wasn't microneedling on a regular basis, I would do this for sure, as it gives you all the control here. It has minimum, and you can twist this all up to maximum. So you really can start this super low and spend the tiniest amount of time on whatever skin you're going for, or you can move it all the way up. Now, there are a few other elements here. You have these glass tubes. This larger one is meant for face massage, and so you'll put this on and it will do the suction, and it has a little tip on it, a little opening that you can hold your finger over to make it really tight suction. Very cool with the blackhead tips. Now these are focused on just getting right in there and just sucking those blackheads right out. And the straight glass tube is a little bit wider at the tip, and this one's really good for working on clogged pores. So anywhere on your body, but ideally your face where you have a clogged pore, maybe your back, maybe your shoulders, you can use this or have someone else use this on you to clear anything out. And then finally, you have two misters, and I am gonna put these to the test. I added water to one of them. I'm curious how these work. So let's turn this on. You just hit the button, and now you can immediately hear it, and that's the suction coming on this side, and then it has release, so there's air coming out this side. And when I put my hand to it, I can feel that suction, and it has just the lightest vibration. So it's very, very mild. Now I see what the brand was telling me to not be concerned with using this on my face. I'm not using the tip that's designed for my face. And I can see that even though it feels like nothing, I probably will show a little redness after this, as it is still microdermabrasion on my skin. It is still working my skin. Now, because I'm doing it on my arm and I know my arm can take it, I just want to see if I moved it all the way up to max. Whoo! So it's much, much higher suction. That's going to be far better for the tools than it is for the microabrasion. And I could cause too much suction here and leave a little mark. So I'm going to turn that back down. That's really good to know. We're going to go to halfway. And on halfway, I can still run it along my skin. It just has a much higher suction. So it's definitely going to be rubbing harder against the tip and really doing a better job overall. That's really, really cool. And I actually can already tell the difference on this part of my skin. That's amazing. And I do love that this is not just for my face. I actually plan to use this on a scar on my knee and some age spots on my leg. And I know it'll take time, but I think that this will make a huge difference on those spots. Now I want to test out the mister next, so let's give that a try. I'm going to turn it off. Now the spray bottle can have whatever you want in it. I just have water in it. You could add saline solution or a toner or maybe a really diluted serum, whatever you want to hydrate your face with. Really nice after you do a session. And to use this, you're just going to change it from suction to release on the tube. And then you're going to take off the microdermabrasion handle. And like I said, I already filled this with water, but it really does just twist right open, fill it up, put it back together. And then I'm going to add the tube to this. And once I have that on, it should mist out the top when I hold down this opening at the top. So let's give this a try. So right now it's not doing anything, but as soon as I put my hand over the top to stop the release from coming out the top, oh, that works wonderfully. So I could mist. That is really, really nice. I can see how this is a wonderful addition, especially after doing your face if you had a really lovely serum in this. So that's really, really cool. And I realized the last piece that I did not test, which I should have tested first, is one of these glass tubes. So I'm going to switch back over to suction here. And I'm just going to connect it to the clog remover tool. And I still went on minimum suction. So it's very, very minimum, but you'll just hold down that opening when you want it to suck. And if I turned it up and found something I wanted to suck out, I really could really suck something out. So this would be great if I had something on my nose to just pull it out. Actually, that feels really, really good. That is actually really quite fun to do. I could see myself having a lot of fun playing with this, and I definitely can see how powerful this tool is. This is one impressive at-home device. It gives you so much to work with and so many ways to customize it to make it your own. That's really, really lovely. I think the one thing I would warn you about that I just want to pay attention for myself is sanitation. Just making sure that you really can keep everything here clean. And to me, for that, that'll mean putting these in rubbing alcohol and letting them air dry, probably right after a session, but I think more important to me will be immediately before a session. I will want to wash my face, ideally steam my face, have it ready for the session, and then while I'm doing that, I will have this in rubbing alcohol, make sure it air dries completely, and then use it. And I will clean everything. I know microdermabrasion can do a lot, and I can see how this provides everything I would expect. My skin here is just the slightest pink hue, but no obvious irritation. It did a beautiful job, and it actually feels, I'm serious, it really does feel softer right here, which kind of shocks me because I feel like I did next to nothing, but it's just much smoother here. This is impressive.